Roger. 37 degrees. Хотела очень такой сложный инструмент. Where go, same time, where go. Ну, скафандр действительно устроен таким, помогает космонавтам. Roger 1202, we got you. Любой ситуации, не только coming down to 23. 700 feet, 21 down, 33 degrees. 100 feet down to 19. Where go?
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings' electric quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Vikings and the Bills. And it's all up next.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis, operating Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time, but it'll be second down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The Vikings are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And Diggs has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to our first touchdown game.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
At the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Allen going to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Allen. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
This is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it often this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. What's going to be the final play of this first quarter? These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 43 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Allen's throw is complete, and this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Davis. And taking it to the 15-yard line, the throw is brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers.
19 Tigers. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Good footwork at the 30. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him right at 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. It's a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw here, hold in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run on the ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And as you see, they're currently all tied up with the visiting Washington Commanders. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run it again with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the... Probably with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got ready.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. The gun, they'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Jefferson, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
so getting in there to bring him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught with the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To the air, Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 18-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings force the turnover And they'll take over at the 10. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to back it away.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the program, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete here. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big touchdown. Bills! Gabriel Davis, his 1st touchdown of the year. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it. And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And now out comes Minnesota. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get a pass rusher second-guessing himself, then they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
In motion, the tight end.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping
the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Playmaker, step up right now.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 32. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Bills 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now. Down 28-21. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Allen. He gets his complete to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Allen. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd down. Now Allen. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but Parker, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.